So do you ever feel kind of overwhelmed with your trading? Not necessarily confusion, maybe a little confusion, but it's like, you're frustrated and it's like, man, I don't even know where to start to, get things working and get my trading where I'm enjoying it and making money. And, it's not just the up and down roller coaster or just constant struggle. I mean, are you feeling that way? Have you ever felt that way? Well, if you have, I can relate to what you're talking about. I mean, been there myself. And here's something that you can use that should prove helpful for you. Really, what you want to do is make sure that you start asking the right questions. And here's what I'm talking about. If you're feeling kind of overwhelmed or confused or a little lost as to what to do to, get things turned around, understand you're there and you're in this spot because you're missing something. And so that's the question you need to be asking is like, okay, what am I missing? And the answer usually is not, that you need, to go spend $10,000 on a new strategy. You don't. There are plenty of strategies around that you can get for free that work, that have been proven out. I mean, there are plenty of choices around for strategies that work. So, that probably isn't the thing. You've probably already tried a number of strategies and, you try it and it doesn't, it works. Maybe it doesn't, but even if it does, it doesn't last for long. And you kind of wind up back in the same spot. I mean, I know that's a cycle I went through way too many times. And it was aggravating because it's like, God, I just want it to work. I just want to have, something simple and it works and I can count on it and can rely on it. I used to refer to this as, you're on the quest. You just want to find something that works and that, again, you can count on it, you can rely on it and have some confidence in it. And it's really important that, you're asking the right questions. Okay. So one of the first questions is, besides, what strategy can I find? What indicator can I use to, make it work? Or, why is everything so bad and focusing on why things aren't working? Again, ask yourself more constructive questions. And here's what I'm talking about. Like I said, first question you want to ask is, okay, I understand, trading is not that easy. This job does require skill and know-how. So yeah, what am I missing as far as skills? And you can be specific here. It's like, okay, yeah, how do I, take a strategy and actually, take it to the markets without losing money or just being frustrated again? How can I do this? Like I said, what am I missing? Start asking those questions because you really do want to identify what you're missing. See, most traders, we get into it and we're not given a good foundation. We're not. We're given a strategy and, maybe some psychology tips, how to be more disciplined and, fight down your emotions so, you can keep a clear head and not make stupid mistakes. But that's not a good foundation. That's kind of bubblegum and Band-Aids. You really need a good solid foundation because this job does require skills. It has requirements. And the reason and what I learned for myself, and I've seen it happen with almost everybody in the trading space is so long as you're in that struggle and you're still missing something, because again, almost none of us get the proper foundation for this job. Well, so long as you're missing, important skills, it's going to continue to be frustrating because there's something to be done and you don't know what it is. And it's like, I know I've got this problem and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix it. And so again, it's a skill-based thing. So, and there are a variety of skills that you need as a trader. As you know, trading takes more skill than just being able to, log into your system and place trades. It takes a lot more skills than that. And so, yeah, selecting a strategy, the right one for you that's going to work for your situation and your goals, how to set your goals, how to treat it like a business, how to approach this whole thing mentally from a, the perspective of, the investor and owner and manager of your trading operation, as well as the trader. I mean, like I said, there's a whole bunch of skills that go with this job. And so if you're missing the skills, that's why it's going to be rough. And again, there's other skills, part of it's just the day-to-day trading, how do I fix the system when it's not working? How do I deal with market changes? How do I properly test the system? Because, a lot of traders don't know that. How do I evaluate it? How do I evaluate a system to know if it's going to be any good before losing money with it? So again, these are foundational skills. And if you don't have the skills, it's hard to have the confidence. And if you don't have the confidence, then you're operating in a state of anxiety. And by nature, if you're in a state of, I don't know, or I'm lacking skills, you're going to be in an emotional state, and it's going to be almost impossible to fight down. So the best thing you can do really is, seek the good foundation. What are the skills? What's the, know-how, not just knowledge, not just information. What's the know-how that I need so that I can be good at this and know that I'm okay? And seriously, that's the thing. A lot of times, what you're thinking are psychological issues really are just because, all the stuff that you've gone through because you're trying to do a job you haven't been properly prepared for. And that's where a lot of the bad associations and emotional triggers and emotional responses and habitual pattern, responses, a lot of that has to do, really not because you necessarily have some, deep mommy daddy issue, your daddy was mean to you when you were 4 and it's ruined you for life, that kind of stuff. I mean, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but as far as I'm concerned, it's more likely that, it's just because of the bad start that you got with trading, and you didn't get sufficient and proper training for this job. And so it's those early months. I mean, like I said, for me, my first year, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm the one training myself, and I didn't know what I was doing. And so, yeah, I want to just getting bad training because I didn't know what I was doing. I was practicing a lot of bad trading, and I saw it as emotional and revenge trading and anger trading, all that kind of stuff. And that's what I was practicing every day. Well, yeah, when you do that for a while, that's what gets wired into you. And you see oh yeah, trading, it's an emotional experience, and oh my God, it's full of anger, or you just can't avoid the emotions of it. And it's like, no, it doesn't have to be that way. So anyway, again, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's because you're missing something, and more than likely, yeah, there was something in your training to be a trader, even if you've been at this for a while. That doesn't mean just because you've been trading for a long time doesn't mean that you've been able to fill in those gaps. And again, acquire those missing skills and know-hows that you've been missing all along. Just because you've been trading for a long time doesn't mean that those naturally fill in over time. Sometimes they do, but that's a really long way. Learning by trial and error, that's where it takes like 5, 10, 20 years to just kind of have it all work by osmosis. Um, and I'm sure you would rather learn it another way than just having it beaten into you and years of struggle. So anyway, again, if you're feeling overwhelmed, ask better questions. Like, what am I missing? What kind of help do I need right now? Because that's really the thing. If you're trying to figure it all out on your own, the markets don't lend themselves to being figured out. They just don't. They'll just slap you and keep taking your money, but they're not going to tell you what you need to know. If you're trying to figure it out by yourself, you're your own limitation. You don't know what you don't know, and you can't see what you can't see. And so, yeah, ask yourself, what kind of help do I need? Yeah, do I need to know how to, pick the right strategy for me? Do I need some help with being able to evaluate the system, and how do I build a confidence with it? And how do I take care of all this stuff that's in my head, that's been wired into me from, all these months or maybe years of not good trading. So yeah, ask yourself, what am I missing? What do I need to know? What are the skills that I need? What kind of help do I need? And that's really how you're going to get past the overwhelm and the being stuck. Because again, if you're just trying to do it all by yourself and it's just you and the charts and the markets, man, that's the long and hard road and really the expensive way to go about it. Because every month that goes by, it's just costing you more money in either, losses or missed profits or personal, confidence and, your psychological capital. So, don't just think, you just got to push through it and just keep going, just keep going. That's really the hard way to do it. So if I can be of some help for you, helping you sort out what it is that you're missing, swing by insideouttrading.com. We'll get online. We'll have a figured out call. And, again, see what are the gaps, what was missing from that, good solid foundation for you to be a trader, because trading really should not be any more of an emotional ride than any other job. I mean, if you think about it, you've probably had jobs that were at least as challenging as trading, and you were able to, master those. And it's like, yeah, you go to work every day, some days are better than others, but it's not this big, psychological, struggle and all that kind of stuff. You just go do your job. And trading, when you have a handle on it, is the same way. You just go trade. Some days are better than others, but it's not this big emotional struggle and, psychological, oh my God, I just, can't seem to do what I need to do kind of thing. It's because you're missing something. You're trying to do a job that you haven't been properly prepared for. you're missing some skills. There's some things and the reason you're frustrated is because it's like, yeah, I'm struggling and I don't know how to fix it. How to. So it's the how to, that you need help with. Anyway, and the best thing about it is this is skills. This is not stuff that's going to take forever, to, figure out, or deep in your psyche. This is something we can take care of in a couple of months, even a matter of weeks sometimes. And so again, it's a skill set that you can learn. And the cool thing about it is as you learn these skills and you start to have a different experience with your trading, mentally and emotionally, things change for you as well because you're having a different experience. And that's really cool. Anyway, love to help you out with that, as far as getting it sorted out. If I'm the person to help you, cool. If, you're better off working with somebody else, I can point you in the right direction. I have a lot of good, contacts in the trading space, a lot of colleagues that I've known for a lot of years. They're good people. They've all got their areas of specialty. I can point you in the right direction. Again, like I said, if I'm not the person for you, I can point you in the right direction and get you some good help so that you don't have to continue to struggle with this and deal with the overwhelm and just trading not working well. Anyway, if you found this video helpful, give me a like down below, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Share this with your friends. If you have some trading friends, share it with them. And really, don't just sit there and keep beating your head on the rock, as I like to say. Go ahead, get the help that you need and get past the issues. Life's too short. And I mean, you really don't want to have any more time passing by than is necessary to get these things fixed. So yeah, go ahead and do something. It's your life, your trading. And if I can help you out, great. Anyway, hope this has been helpful. Talk to you soon. Cheers.